What is up? December 27th weekly update, last update of the year. It's kind of cool. It was Christmas this week, go figure. Highlight is definitely if ever there were like a magical moment that you would hear for like a Christmas or something, at least for me, that definitely is what happened this Christmas for sure. Um Basically my brother, he lives 2.5 hours north of Houston out in the countryside. And go figure, I'm in Vanessa and it's pretty easy to pick up people and their stuff. So I drove up, picked them up, brought them to Houston for Christmas because he hadn't seen he hadn't seen our dad in a bit, and he really wanted to come because, well, he wanted to see our dad. Maybe his last time seeing him. He doesn't know. He got a lot of health issues, and that was nice and all. Him seeing dad, but while he was here, we also went and visited the grave of our brother, my older brother, David. And when we went out and saw him, we're at the grave and everything, and we're just talking and stuff. And as we're talking, he's kind of telling me about how he feels about things. Not going to get into the details of it, but basically that for him and his life and the life that he's lived and the things that he's been through, and everything that's happened, like he doesn't harbor any ill will towards my brother or anything like that. He doesn't really have any regrets about life and about how things turned out between the two of them. Um, but that, you know, for him, um, that when he dies, he doesn't think very much of his funeral, right? He's just like, no one's gonna come, no one's gonna see me, no one's really gonna mourn my death, right? Like it is what it is. I'm not worried about it. Oh well. Right. Again, because he's had so many health problems that he couldn't travel for a long time. And even the travel that we did do, him coming to Houston, that was a little bit for him, a little much. Because just it's hard for him. And so we go from there and we go to my aunt's house. She has a gathering every Christmas. And we get there and he's walking out, he's on crutches, he's overweight. And as he's on the crutches and he's walking up and he sees my aunt, she's really surprised to see him. She's like, "How are you? Like, how have you been? Like, I haven't seen you in like what, 11 years, 10 years?" And so they talk for a bit and she's happy to see him. And then we go inside and my other aunt, she sees him and she starts getting emotional at seeing him. She's like, "Oh my God. Oh my God." Like, I don't remember how long it's been since he saw her, but it's probably been another 10 years, 10, 15 years, I think. I didn't really stick around for it, but she's tearing up and she's getting sad and he's like, standing there with his crutches, like listening, and she's hugging him and kissing him. And, then my sister sees him, my little sister, she goes and sees him and she gives him a hug. And then my uncle, he sees him and, he's like, "Haven't seen you in forever," gives him a hug, you know. And so basically, like, all of us are just like there showing him love, right? And it was really, really cool to see like how literally like an hour prior, if that, it took us what, maybe 30 minutes to get there. So within an hour, I'd say, of him saying that, yeah, like no one's really gonna miss me, no one's gonna care if I die, no one's gonna be at my funeral, having this mindset of like, who's gonna care about me? Who is there to care about me? Like no one cares about me. to having your family, happy to see you, wishing you Merry Christmas, a few of them crying that they're seeing you again, giving you hugs, showing you appreciation. It's like, you know, it just completely eliminated the whole thought, right? Because then later that night, after we were done there, and we went back to my sister's place, my older sister, um, we he was telling me that like he basically said the same thing. He's like, man, you know, I thought no one loved me. I thought no one cared about me. But I get there and just like, oh no, there's still people who care. And I laughed. I was just like, I'm not gonna lie, when that was happening, I thought the exact same thing, you know? So there you go. And after that, he said that he was happy. He was happy that he came, even though it was a lot for him, and even though the travel was a lot, even though it was a little hard, you know, that right there, that made the whole thing worth it, right? And seeing our dad as well, getting to be with him for a bit. So it was cool. It was cool. It was one of those magical moments of Christmas for me. Um and I'm happy I got to witness it. I'm happy that I got to have a part to play in it, right? Bringing him here, bringing him to Houston. Um I'm happy that it made him happy. I like to think that, it renewed his spirits a bit, and it's really, really cool. I'm really, really happy about that for real. And I mean, that's really it. I went to some open mics on Sunday otherwise, and I didn't go up because, I was too late for one list and the other list was already too long. So I just hung out with comics, talked and chilled. Otherwise, I didn't do any mics on Monday because I knew I was going to have that drive on Tuesday when I went and picked up my brother. Wednesday was work um, for Christmas Eve, which was a hectic day. And then, I mean, I didn't go out Christmas Eve. I wanted to be home, and then Christmas was Christmas. That was Thursday. Yesterday was Friday, which was work, and then today is Saturday. So yeah, but that's basically it. That's the highlight of the week. Um, by the time I do the next update, it'll probably be after New Year's, and I'll be going through my accomplishments for this year. So I haven't sat down and done that yet, but I'm going to. I do it every year. Every year I sit down. I'm just like, what did I do this year? What did I do this year? And I just start. It really helps me look at my year and just like, dang, dude, I did do a lot, and I took a fair number of steps towards my goals and my progress with things and stuff. So, gotta keep on keeping on. You know, building Vanessa. The AC. I got the AC installed this year. I'm not gonna go into it. I know. I did a lot this year. I know I did a lot. I didn't do everything I wanted to do, but I did a lot of things that kept moving me in the right direction. You know. So yeah. But all right. Thank you very much. Like and subscribe if you want to like and subscribe. Um, and that's basically it. Merry Christmas, or Merry Christmas, Merry belated Christmas, whatever. And early Happy New Year. That's all. All right. God bless.